For 52 years, the official record said the game never happened, but the NFL made sure you'd never learn that one quarterback played the most complete half of football ever recorded, then disappeared from every stat sheet, every box score, and every archive before the final whistle blew. That's the story they tell. It isn't what happened. Someone made sure you'd never hear this. Here's what the records were rewritten to hide. 1974. The NFL was at war with itself. The players' strike had ended barely, and the league was running evaluation games in the gap between the official schedule and the season opener. Replacement players, unsigned prospects, men who needed exactly one chance to prove something. Marcus Daly was 24, a quarterback out of Grambling State. Third on a depth chart nobody expected him to climb, invisible by design. The September 8th evaluation game between Pittsburgh and Cincinnati's reserve squads was supposed to stay that way, a quiet audition for disposable players. The starter went down in warm-ups. The backup refused to dress. Daly walked to the line of scrimmage and took the snap. Nobody in that stadium was ready for what happened next. 11 attempts, 11 completions, a perfect completion rate. The first drive ended in a touchdown. The third did too. No turnovers, no sacks. No broken plays. By the metrics that exist today, his passer rating was 158.3. That's the maximum score. That's a perfect number. 14,000 people watched it happen. Press box reporters scribbled it down. 3 scouts from opposing franchises wrote his name in their notebooks and underlined it twice. Then the league stopped the game, not for weather, not for injury, for what was officially logged as a field conditions review. 40 minutes later, Daly was told to sit. A different quarterback finished the game. The score was reset. The stat sheet covering Daly's 28 minutes was never submitted to the league office. The Cincinnati Enquirer ran 5 paragraphs on it the following morning. The story was pulled from the second edition. No correction, no retraction, just gone. The easy answer is race. 1974. A black quarterback in a league with exactly 3 black quarterbacks starting anywhere. You'd be right to think it, but here's what doesn't fit. Daly wasn't cut the next day. He stayed on the roster for 6 more weeks. He practiced every morning. He never played another snap. And 2 scouts who had been in that stadium, 2 men from different franchises, no contact with each other, independently offered him contracts 3 months later. Both offers were rescinded within 48 hours of each other. No explanation given, no injury, no legal dispute on record. Someone made a call. Both offers disappeared the same week. Here's what the records were rewritten to hide. The September 8th game was not a routine evaluation. It was a test. A formal assessment sanctioned at the commissioner level to determine whether the league could make the case in documented performance for integrating the quarterback position at scale. Not quietly, not gradually. With a number so clean it couldn't be argued against, 3 owners had agreed to the standard, 3 had not. One undeniable performance on film would end the debate. The film was never processed. The league's own contractor, operating out of Cleveland, logged Daly's reel as damaged on arrival. That same contractor processed 34 other game reels that week. All 34 came back clean. Daly's was the only one that didn't. A regional evaluator named Raymond Foss, AFC East office, never a famous name, never meant to be, filed a formal objection with the commissioner on September 19, 1974. He named names. He described the phone call. He stated in plain language that the performance had been erased because it proved something the league was not prepared to prove. That document was buried for 48 years. It surfaced in 2022 in a records release tied to a separate congressional inquiry into NFL labor practices. It runs 8 pages. It is specific. Almost no one has read it. Foss was terminated the following week. Think about what that costs, not just Marcus Daly, though it cost him everything. His career, his shot. He spent the next decade coaching high school football in Louisiana because no professional door ever opened again. He gave one interview in 1991 and said only that he believed the game had been fair. Think about everyone who came after. Every year the league delayed, another draft class graduated without a black quarterback on a starting depth chart. That's not coincidence. That's arithmetic. Daly's number, if it had stood on the record, shifts the argument in 1974, which shifts who gets a shot in 1975, which shifts a decade of professional football and every career that never happened inside it. The cover-up wasn't about one man. It was about keeping a door closed that one perfect half of football had cracked open. They sealed it before anyone could walk through. That film reel, logged damaged in Cleveland, September 1974, was never destroyed. Damaged reels were archived, not discarded. The contractor's storage facility changed hands 3 times since then. Somewhere that footage exists. The question isn't whether Marcus Daly was as good as the eyewitnesses said. The question is who's still making sure you never find out.